That was just a really cool silver lining for 2020 is that I don't know when I would ever be able to deliberately go to Superior, Wisconsin. So
Yeah.
that was kind of special. Today we are going to Wisconsin.
Oh, don't you know?
This is a place that I thought I would never be able to go to, not Wisconsin specifically, but Superior, Wisconsin, way up in the north where my grandma was born and raised. Today's goal is to go find my grandma's house. Here's the thing, unfortunately she's not here to tell us where it is, and the family history has one picture of her standing in front of it with a blurry address. So we spent all morning looking through Google Maps. We have a few clues. We know what it looks like. We know generally the area that it's in. And we found it. We found it by Googling my great-grandfather's name, actually. That's how we found it.
It actually was an Ancestry.com census registry.
I'm going to FaceTime my mom real quick to surprise her. Found it.
Take a picture just like the one I sent you of my mom.
Okay.
Standing in front of it.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, so I know that it's not relatable to very many people to go visit my grandmother's childhood home that she never returned to until a year before she passed away, but that was just a really cool silver lining for 2020 is that I don't know when I would ever be able to deliberately go to Superior, Wisconsin. So
Yeah.
that was kind of special. Where are we going?
Just kind of driving along the little shore of Lake Superior, which is
Just
super pretty. It's good.
Lake Superior is the biggest of the Great Lakes, right? And I
Biggest
would
and
imagine
deepest and
that most people don't go to Lake Superior compared to the other lakes because it's a little bit more remote, right?
it's more remote, and until recently it used to be a lot colder. Let me see.
Okay, so maybe instead of a crowded Florida beach, Wisconsin beach.
This is nice.
You know it's legit, Matthew? Because it says Wisconsin, proudly Wisconsin cheese.
Oh, sure, we'll see how much it squeaks, though.
Where are cheese curds? Cheese curds are squeaky fresh cheddar cheese. Okay. This one is not quite a curd.
Until June 22nd.
Oh.
St. Moritz and DNR-operated harbors are closed until June 10th.
So continuing my theme of going to places that I didn't think I was going to go to before, we're not only going to Minnesota and Wisconsin, we're also going to Michigan, surprise, but it's the like growth off of Wisconsin's head part of Michigan.
Oh, the Uper.
The Upper Peninsula, the UP. In Minnesota and Wisconsin and Michigan, it's been surprisingly a little bit more difficult for us to find places to camp, or at least to nail one. The weird thing is that there is public land here. There's a lot of national forests, and there are state forests that, at least in Minnesota, you can dispersed camp in, free-for-all camp. And there are a lot of campgrounds, but it just seems like there's a decent amount of mixed information.
You know, having grown up in this area, like van life isn't a thing here. Like a lot of the national forests, they don't have a ton of roads. They don't have the fire roads, so they can have 200 acres.
And it's actually wilderness.
It's actually wilderness. It might have a 2-track that goes through it. And the other thing too is a lot of the land here is really swampy. And like you say, hey, that lake looks great, but we don't realize is there's 200 foot of bog from where you could like not sink in until you get to water. So it's a little bit of a different like landscape up here. So I think everyone here, the culture is we just go to a campground. There's a ton of campgrounds, It's just everyone just goes to a campground.
Okay, so unsurprisingly, we're kind of feeling it out here. There's an open spot that I'm parked in. Otherwise, it's gorgeous. It looks like the dang ocean down there, and there's beachfront fires going on. It's gorgeous. Welcome to Michigan, everybody.
Most of Michigan is on the Eastern time zone, but this little corner of the UP is on Central time zone. We are like right here, so we're technically in Central because it goes in the water. So if we go swim out the water,
It'll be an hour later.
An hour later. So it'll be a long swim.
So question is, what time does the sun set on the beach?
Ooh.
Okay, 8:50. Sunsets at 8:52, but if I get in the water, it's going to become 9:52. 9:15 on my phone.
It's 10:15 on my watch because I'm standing in the water. It like auto-updated based on GPS where I'm standing.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Oh yeah, so people from up here in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan are called Yoopers.
Okay, we're almost back to Wisconsin this morning, but one more Michigan Yooperism. A lot of people are down on the beach of Lake Superior looking for agates, which are like little translucent stones. And they come out at night with a ton of black lights to see if they can make the rock fluoresce so they can pick them up. So we stopped this lady last night, and I'm still cracking up about this. I didn't understand what she said until you repeated it, but we stopped and asked her if she was looking for agates with her black light. She said, "Oh no, we're looking for Yooper stones."
Oh, don't you know?
Hi everybody, I want to let you know that we found out that Yooper lights are a real thing. And they're not agates, and they do glow under a black light, and they're actually pretty impressive. If you don't believe me, Google it, but it doesn't make them any less funny. So enjoy Wisconsin, enjoy Michigan. Peace out.